What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the vlog. I'm finally getting back to vlogging. My goal is to vlog a lot more consistently, so expect a lot more vlogs in the future. But a lot has happened since the last vlog. I'm gonna update you guys shortly on all the different changes that's going on, what's happening with me in the gym, and all that. But first, time to train. Those sprint intervals sucked. Alright, so I hope you guys can hear me well. It's kind of breezy outside. But now, as most of the day is already gone, I'm going to go ahead and inform you guys of all the changes that have happened since my last vlog. So my last couple of vlogs, I told you guys that I was doing some of the social media stuff for Power Keg. That's still going on. They've got a lot planned in the future. I'm also helping like a lot of their advertisement as well, so like all their Facebook ads, just a lot of things to help promote the business more, and not just have a social media account, but also try to push hard and try to do a lot of behind the scenes work to really just get more bodies and, you know, keep our community growing at a constant rate. So the owners are giving me a good amount of responsibility of, you know, getting things together and putting stuff up and just trying to get stuff ready for the new year, because it's the day I'm recording this, it's December 5th, the Monday, and they just want, you know, everything squared away. So January 1st, boom, they got all these deals and just different promotions and stuff going on to, you know, have a good new year kicked off. And with that being said, one thing they've been trying to doing for the past month or so is start like a boot camp type class. And where the boot camp class is, it's basically, you know, our gym is pretty close to the airport, so if you land in San Diego, you're not very far. But now I kind of lost track where I was. So boot camp. The boot camps are like 30 to 45 minute classes, just focusing on more like bodyweight stuff, a lot of like high intensity, just keep moving, you know, get a good sweat, burning a lot of calories and all that kind of stuff. So we started that the first Friday of December is like the 2nd, and I'm running those, and I'll be doing most of those, basically all of them, right, all the coaching. So I'm gonna spend a lot more time here, even more time than I do currently. Like I'm here 10, 12 hours a day as it is anyways, but I'm not complaining. I love being here. I love hanging out at the gym. Everyone here is super cool, so it makes it really easy just to hang out. With that being said, me taking over a lot of basically all the boot camp classes, and they're in the mornings of when I used to coach the Hilton guys. For those of you that have been subscribed for a while, you know that I coach the Hilton people, or some people at the Hilton, Monday, Wednesday, Friday in the mornings. I had to stop that this week, and now I'm doing all the morning classes for the boot camp classes we run at Power Keg. So I no longer work at the Hilton. I can't remember if I mentioned this in one of the last previous vlogs or when I actually stopped working there, but I was working at Code 3 Athletics as well. I no longer work there. That gym was awesome. I mean, Patrick, the owner of Code 3 San Diego, was amazing. He's super smart, super intelligent, very nice guy. All the athletes there are amazing. They're all like super yoked and strong and fast, and I'm just like, how do you be good at everything? Like, why can't you just be good at strength and, you know, let me beat you at the Metcon, something like that? But they're all just monsters there. Everyone's super nice, super understanding, and it was a really good vibe there. It wasn't working with my schedule. It was hard to like constantly try to learn names of people that are coming into Power Keg and then go to another gym the same day and try to learn a bunch of names there, and it was just too much back and forth. Could I have made it work? Yeah. In the long run, I think it's better for me not to. I think it's better for me to put basically all my eggs in one basket right now and try to go hard with this gym, because Power Keg has lots of visions. They're not just some gym that's content with running day-to-day classes. They don't want to just make a decent living. They want to like grow a business. They want to have different gyms located all around San Diego County. They have a huge set of goals and a big vision that they want to accomplish. So my goal is to help them kick it off. Like, we've been seeing growth from social media. We actually had a girl come back because she said, like, she was a member before. She stopped for a while. I think she had a kid and stuff. Then she came back and she was like, yeah, I came back, so your social media's been killing it. So that was really cool to hear. People are like commenting on the stuff and trying to like just saying like, wow, this gym looks amazing, blah, blah, blah. And, like, there's not blah, blah, blah. I mean, they're really sentimental comments, and I really appreciate them. But it's just really cool to see all the work you're putting in and like the time that I set aside. And even after I'm done being here for 12 hours, I go home and I like look up stuff and I set up the schedule for the next day, and I'm doing a lot of things. So it's cool to see your work really pay off and people appreciate it, and just like how it affects the community overall. And for those of you who see my last video, we started following Misfits. Today I've only done 2 pieces so far. I did that 5x5 back squat and then those sprint intervals. I'll put my time somewhere on the, or my calories somewhere on the screen for you guys to check out and laugh because I'm so slow. But I think that's all I'm gonna do today. I might do one other thing, like some accessory stuff, or I'll definitely ROM mod later, if not right after this video. But reindeer games, one of the biggest comps basically other than like the regionals and the CrossFit games in California is coming up. And our team, we want to get, that's the main focus. I want to do really well at that and perform well, so I'm going to practice all that for this coming up Saturday. So that's kind of why I did the intervals. The intervals were meant to kind of get my heart, or work on that intensity of pushing yourself really hard with that lactic acid burn in your quads, just that uncomfortability of assault biking. So that should be fun to do at the comp. For any of you that have subscribed to me and that are going to be at the reindeer games, please, if you see me, say what's up, say you subscribe, say you check out a video, whatever. That would mean so much to me. I love making these videos. I love reaching all you guys and all you guys' comments and stuff. Our channel's about to reach 400 subscribers, which is awesome, because we were at like 300 a month ago, and we're about to reach 100 in about a month, which is a huge PR, I guess you could say. So I'm really excited for that. If you guys, see a video, whatever, and you see this video, you see me at reindeer games, say what's up. I'll be your best friend. I'll take pictures with you. I don't care. I like to see everyone and see all the people that I've actually helped. We're about to reach 100,000 views on my channel, which is absolutely mind-blowing. There's 4 or 5 main videos that are really constantly giving me views, but it's like I think my channel has 120 something videos right now, but I've taken down a lot. I've made a lot that didn't make it up there. It's like I put a lot of work into this YouTube. I started from scratch, didn't have a mentor, didn't have anyone that held me, that was doing it earlier. It's kind of I got a camcorder, I bought a video editor, and I just went with it. So lots of big changes in a year, not just with YouTube, but with my whole life. So I'm really happy with how things are going, how life's going. You know, there's always bumps, there's always things that aren't going my way, or I run over a roll of carpet, you know, my gym bag gets stolen. My car got towed a couple weeks ago because someone wanted to get my car towed even though it wasn't anyone's way, or I don't know, it was just, anyways, there's been road bumps, but you know, it's a fun journey, I'm loving it, constant growth, and I want to thank you guys all for watching the YouTube channel. Enough of the sentimental stuff before I start crying or something. Let's get back to daily vlog. So right now I'm working on editing some photos that I took for a buddy at the gym yesterday. It was my first time like actually, you know, being scheduled to take photos. Like I take photos at the gym, but it was definitely a different experience, like going out and like taking photos, you know, with the expectation of like creating a memory, or you know, a certain time for them to like reflect on. So it was really cool. My first time using Lightroom, which is like basically like, you know, if you're a photographer, you have Lightroom and you use it to edit. So before I was like kind of using the preset on my phone, but now I'm working on, you know, using Lightroom to up my game. Saw me Saturday. Workout. No, not Sunday. Sunday I took pictures for Jordan. Yeah, I took some Christmas card pictures. Really. Yes, I'm working on them right now. Hi, Maya. I'm using a trial of Lightroom. I'm using a trial of Lightroom. I might need.
Did Jalen give you access to hers?
Did she tell you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna figure out because I want to see.
I know your face. I know your face. I know your face. I know your face.
Alright, it is currently 8:10, but it feels like it's 11 p.m. I am exhausted. I'm eating right now. I have a lean cuisine meal, orange chicken and rice, green beans that I put Chick-fil-A sauce on, but it's not helping. It still tastes horrible. And then I had 3 Eggo waffles before this, or 99-cent store brand waffles before this. So I'm starving. I'm trying to get a bunch of food in. I didn't eat much throughout the day today. I just didn't bring much food to the gym. Let me zoom in a little bit. I'm eating these lean cuisines because I'm broke, not because I'm trying to get lean. I feel like today's video was really short. I don't feel like there was too much going on or too much that I showed. So I'm just gonna like give you guys a little outro, and I think I'm gonna tell you guys another story about me. First, I'm gonna finish this food, and then I'll talk to you guys. Alrighty, so what I decided I'm gonna tell you guys is about a couple stories of working at Albertsons. So, kind of just like some of the BS and all that stuff that I had to go through, like working, not necessarily for like, not the BS with the company, but like some of like the people that I had issues with, or just like some of the funny stuff that happened too. And the only reason I'm wearing this hood right now is because my hair looks absolutely atrocious, so I'm going to try to hide it a little bit. Alrighty, so my very first job ever was actually doing a sign twirler. I'll leave that story for another day. That one was kind of funny. But so my second job, when I was like, right before I turned 17, I started working at Albertsons. When I was working at Albertsons, it started off as a bagger, like most people do, like most kids do. And I was just working basically through high school. It was like 24 hours a week. And then like during winter break, and then right out of high school, it was like 48 hours a week. Like it was crazy. And I'll explain why they gave me so many hours and stuff in a second. So I started working at Albertsons. I'm a bagger, and a lot of the responsibilities, they include like sweeping, bagging, obviously. They included like getting carts, helping people out to their cars and stuff. And so it's like the second or third week of me working at Albertsons, and it's pouring rain. It's like raining sideways, like it's horrible, like crazy rain. And I'm wearing like this big old trench coat. I'm like all covered up, and I'm pushing carts. Getting carts back in on the super rainy day, and it was like really busy that day too. I don't know why. Usually like the rain kind of like hides people and scares them away from going out or going to the grocery store, as a matter of fact. But it was like crazy that day, and like people just kept coming, like carts everywhere. So like
and how Albertsons broke it up was you had different duties throughout your shift. So like you might have an hour of carts, an hour of bagging, hour of like a certain hour you have to go sweep the whole store or something like that. So I had an hour of carts, and for the whole hour I'm pushing all these carts, like trying to move fast, and like I'm like sweating under all this stuff that I'm wearing. It's keeping me dry, and it was miserable. It was like, again, like the second week I'm working here, I'm like, this job sucks, blah blah blah. And then as I'm pushing the carts in, there's this one other bagger that worked there that was like sweeping the floors, and like came in and saw me, and then kept moving, doing her thing. I didn't think anything of her. I was like, okay, I'm doing my thing, she's doing her thing. And then all of a sudden the manager I'm in the middle of the rain pushing the carts, and the manager comes out with no coat or anything, like his regular like buttoned up shirt and slacks, comes out in the pouring ass rain, and then he's like, what have you been doing? Why are these, like, someone's told me that the carts aren't being done. And I was like, what'd you say? I was pissed. I was like, I've been moving these carts the whole entire hour nonstop. No, like, I haven't been going to the bathroom and hiding or anything like a lot of the freaking baggers did and stuff. Like, I was killing it. And then I'm like, are you kidding right now? Like, who said that? And like, oh, well, actually, I'm gonna cut that out. I don't want to name any names, even though that person probably doesn't even know me anymore. They're like, this person said that you haven't been moving the carts, and I'm like, how would they know? But I was pissed because I was the same girl that I saw sweeping the floors, and like I was like, hustling, busting, pushing all these carts, and we had like a 5 cart limit, so you'd only push like 5 carts at a time. I was doing like 8 at a time, and this, and like, getting to work out, and again I was sweating, and it was a horrible time, and I'm like, really? So I was kind of whack, but she ended up getting cool after, like, I don't know, I guess I know where she was coming from, because a lot of the new employees that came, like they would always like they hired knuckleheads, like a bunch of kids in high school that didn't give a shit and didn't really care about the job. Like, it's no one was gonna stay there, and kids lasted like 3 or 4 months, and then they would go and leave and find a new job or whatever. So I don't know what she thought about that. So that's one scenario that happened at Albertsons. Another one, about a year goes by. I worked at Albertsons for 2 years, and then about a year goes by, I'm 18, and I'm starting to work like other departments. So I was still a bagger. I was also working produce at the time, and then I think they also started me checking. So I was doing produce, checking, and I was also doing bag boy. So I'm working produce, and how produce was is, I don't know if we were shorthanded or what was the scenario, but like every day I worked produce was always 8 hours for me. They never, like, produce department never had more than less than 8 hours, so it was always 8 hours. And it was like, from the time you clocked in, from the time you clocked out, run, move, this and that, like just throwing up a bunch of fruit, vegetables, building displays and this and that. So it was really hectic, and it was a lot of stuff to do. And even though there was a lot to learn, surprisingly there's a lot to learn, like there's codes, and there's just like how things should be stacked, and how you store stuff in the back, and what needs to be in the refrigerator. It was a lot. And so I've always been a hard worker. It's like, if I'm gonna put my time and effort into something, I'm gonna put all my time and effort into it. I'm gonna like go hard at it. And especially when it comes to like making money, like I'm gonna do what I can to make money. That's why I was working all these different departments, and like a lot of people weren't getting promoted to do other departments. I was like hustling. I was showing that I want to be there. Like, I never called, one thing to this day, I've never called in sick at a job. I don't ever plan to, unless I get like the hardcore flu where I can't move. It's like, and whenever they called me in, like, oh, can you cover this? Someone called in sick, I would go and take it in the spot. So it's like, they relied on me, and they knew I was a hard worker. So like, when I first started learning produce, there was so much to learn, so much going on. It was nonstop. And then when like it'd come to my 8 hours and I had to clock out, I would stay like an extra 30 minutes almost every single time to work. And then eventually I got busted, because when you'd punch in and punch out, it would warn my management, or management, that this person's getting paid overtime, and they don't want to pay you overtime. They want to keep you at 8 hours and then just have you come back the next day and work hard. So it was like my management told me, like, hey, you need to clock out when you clock out. So I'm like, okay, I'm clocking out, and I'm still staying an hour and a half. Like, I'd clock out and still stay half an hour after I'm not being paid to still get stuff done and still finish up little things and try to get. My SD card
just filled up. That's the first time that's happened. I've never seen that happen before, so I guess I must have a good amount of footage today, which is cool because I didn't think I'd have much. Back to what I was saying. So working late nights. So I was at the point where I would clock out of work and stay like an extra 30 minutes to finish up everything and try to get stuff squared away for the next morning, because I'd always work nights. That's just what they had me. So in the morning, I tried to like get that's when like deliveries came up. They tried to get stuff done quick and kind of leave me for the lesser job, which was still a huge handful. Like almost every single day that I came back to produce, the produce manager would be like, why wasn't this done? Why is this like this? Blah, 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 and like just give me like the hardest time ever. And I would literally just look at him like, you're stupid. Like I wouldn't even think I wouldn't even take him what he said. Like I'd mostly just like look at him, wait for him to stop talking, be like, okay, and then walk away. Like it was just beyond frustrating to know that like I'm putting in all this extra work, doing all this that I don't have to, and you're still gonna give me a hard time. You're still gonna do this and that, and it was so stupid. When I ended up leaving for a different job, which I'll probably tell that story in the next vlog, my other job that I did for about a year that was horrible. When I found a different job from Albertsons, and then I told my management and stuff, and like everyone was really sad that I was going, and they knew I was a hard worker and blah blah blah. The store director, the main honcho, came up to me one day, like I'm walking out and he's walking in. It was like my last week there, and he was like, oh, you know, blah blah, it's cool, you have a new job, this and that, and he's like, was it the produce management that made you want to leave or made you want to quit? And I told him no, but in my head, like that was probably 60%, like say it's a weird number, like maybe like 75% of the reason why I left. The other job that I took ended up being more paid, and it was like more, it was just, on paper it looked a lot better than the Albertsons job that I had, so that was still a good reason why. But like I just didn't want to work at Albertsons anymore. I was tired of being used. It was because how the pay scale worked was you have to work X amount of hours to get a small raise, and the raise was literally small. So it was like, I can't remember exactly what the numbers were, but I want to say it was something like for every 600 hours you work, you get an extra 30 cents an hour. And it was to the point where like you would literally have to work 15 or so years of 40 hours a week to be maxed out at their $20 an hour that people were making, which wasn't a lot back then, really. Like the people that were working that have been doing it since they were teenagers and in their 50s now, they're not like wealthy, they're not like making a ton of money. So I mean, even nowadays it's less money. So it was really hard to like have people stay there and make lots of money. Like you would have to work up into management to make a good amount of money. If you were just to work your way to like checker and then like go to different departments but not be a management of that department, you would make very little money. It was stupid, and it was not worth staying. And the really crappy part about that was because when I was working, I think it was like the minimum wage was like $8.50, $8.50, maybe it was $7.50, something pretty. I think it was $7.50. Okay, $8.50 I think is what it is kind of close to now. I think it's $7.50 or something like that now. And like I had gotten like a raise like twice, so I was like I don't want to do the math, but I got like a raise twice because I was working so much. And it was just what they did was they would have me, because I knew how to check, I knew how to do the produce, I knew how to do like stock and stuff. If someone from that department called in sick, they would have me come rather than calling someone else that's dedicated to that department, because they're probably making way more money than I am, whether they're capped out or not. Whether they're making $6 more an hour than me, they would always call me first and see if I would be willing to come and take over, because I'd be making a lot. They would have to pay me less, and I would always take it because I was 18 years old. I was going to junior college at the time. I wanted money. I wanted to buy stuff, so I would always take it. And it was like shady. It's like that's business at the end of the day. Like I understand why they would want me to work over someone else if we can do the same job. So it was a weird scenario. If you've worked for a grocery store, leave a comment down below. Let me know what grocery stores you guys worked at. Let me know if it's like the same scenario and stuff. It's like, I believe it's like the same thing in most grocery stores, like Ralph's and Vaughn's and all of them. It was just it was weird. People there really nice. I have tons of more stories about the people that work there, the scenarios that I've gone through, the different things and stuff. So maybe I'll leave that for another day. Maybe like one day I'll just like a whole day of story or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But that's gonna wrap up today's video. I'm exhausted. I need a shower. Edit this vlog. My SD card's loading up my videos from today. And I'm just gonna try to bust this out, go to sleep, and then back to work at 5:30. So Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. That makes a huge difference, helps me out a ton. I love making these videos for you guys. If you've worked at Albertsons, leave a comment down below. If you worked at any grocery store, maybe worked like Costco or something, leave a comment down below. If you guys enjoy these vlogs, let me know. I don't know, like, I feel like I'm getting better at them. I'm not quite sure. Let me know your guys' opinion. And I'm out of here.